With most resumes or CVs, you'll be asked to submit a cover letter, which is sometimes also called a letter of interest. Those are two phrases that mean essentially the same thing. Occasionally, a company will not ask for a cover letter, but it's generally a good idea to submit one anyway. Your cover letter is your most customized submission, and it's your opportunity to sell a hiring manager on your relevancy for a position. Even a position that may not seem like a logical next step just by looking at your resume, a cover letter is your way of directly linking your skills, abilities, and experiences to a job description. No two cover letters should be the same. In fact, a good piece of advice would be to send out 10 very customized applications instead of 100 generic applications. Hiring managers always know when you're looking for any job or their job. So, a bit more about what a cover letter is. It's an introduction to your resume, and it provides context to the reader. And while you don't always need a cover letter if you're presenting your resume to someone in person, it is essential when you mail, email, or fax your resume in. You may find cover letters referred to as letters of application. When emailing your resume, the body of your email is the cover letter, with your resume as the attachment. So, in essence, you can view your cover letter as your first impression or your introduction. The goal, then, is to make the hiring manager want to know more about you. In addition, the cover letter shows the employers your writing skills, which are important in any profession. It allows you to highlight your skills, what you know about the company and position, and how you draw that information together to make the case for your candidacy. You can tell a story far more easily than with your resume alone. So, a bit more about what a cover letter should be. Always typed. Always included with a resume being mailed, faxed, or emailed. Individualized and addressed to a specific person whenever possible. Presented on quality paper, preferably the same as your resume. Heavy on achievements, backed up with data. Specific to the position, your cover letter should never look like a form letter. And it should be brief and concise. Like your resume, the letter will only be skimmed. Your document should be 1 page, or 2 at the most, with 3 to 5 short paragraphs. You're probably wondering what the 3 to 5 short paragraphs should cover, and that's a good question. People seem to struggle with cover letters, but the following structure should help you to create an outline successfully. The address. Before you get to the meat of the letter, you need to address your letter. Address your cover letter to a specific person whenever possible. If it's not possible to identify a hiring manager's name, use the company's name and address and say, "Dear hiring manager." Opening. The opening is your first paragraph in the cover letter, and it is your opportunity to state why you're writing to them. In this paragraph, you should indicate the position to which you're applying and your enthusiasm for it. It's a good idea in the opening to also express some knowledge of the employer. This is your first impression paragraph. The body paragraph. In the body paragraph, tell the employer why you are a good fit for the position. Draw upon research you've done on the company and position and any self-evaluation that you've done. Highlight your education and experience as they relate to the position. Connect the requirements of the job to your qualifications. And provide evidence of key skills, experience, and personality traits that match the requirements of the job. Use specific examples, but do not simply make a narrative out of your resume. As a tip, keep in mind that most job seekers fail to find jobs because they use the body paragraph or paragraphs to talk only about themselves. This part of the cover letter should be seen as a time to connect the dots. It's also important to keep in mind that this part of the cover letter can be used as a sales pitch. Maybe you've never performed some of the tasks in the job description, but you've done something similar. It is here in this paragraph that you can make the case that you have the transferable skills necessary. Closing. In the closing paragraph, re-emphasize your interest in the position. Describe what your next steps will be. For example, let them know that you'll follow up in 1 week. Use this paragraph also to convey your appreciation for their consideration of you as a candidate. Finally, the signature. At the end of your cover letter, you want to close with a signature. If the cover letter is printed, you'll want to sign the letter. If you are submitting it electronically, typing your name will suffice. A few general tips and reminders. There is no such thing as a general cover letter. Each job you apply to should receive a unique cover letter. Recruiters can tell the difference. If you are given the opportunity, always attach a cover letter, even if they tell you it's optional. If you are emailing your resume to an employer, your cover letter will be the content of your email. Remember, your cover letter will be skimmed, so be as concise as possible.